Hello friends, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into the world of astrology to explore which zodiac signs are known for being the most detached. Some signs process life more logically than emotionally, prioritizing ideas and practicality over messy feelings. This trait can be both a superpower and a mystery to those around them. If you've scrolled through astrology memes, you know Aquarius is often crowned the king or queen of detachment. But what does that really mean? And are they the only sign that seems distant? Remember, astrology is complex. Your sun sign is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's break down the archetypes and see what makes these signs tick. Let's start with Aquarius, the water bearer, an air sign, not a water sign despite the name. This sign is often misunderstood, partly because its symbol suggests a connection to water, but in reality, Aquarius is all about the realm of thought, ideas, and innovation. The water they pour is symbolic. It represents the flow of knowledge, insight, and inspiration that Aquarians bring to the world. Air signs are all about intellect, ideas, and communication, and Aquarius is the visionary of the zodiac. They're the ones who see possibilities where others see limitations, always thinking several steps ahead. Aquarians are the inventors, the dreamers, and the rebels who challenge the status quo. Their minds are always buzzing with new theories and big plans for humanity. They're fascinated by what's possible, and they're constantly seeking ways to improve the world, whether through technology, social change, or creative expression. Aquarians care deeply about people, but often from a distance. They're focused on the collective good, not individual drama. Their compassion is broad and humanitarian, driven by a desire to make society better for everyone, rather than getting caught up in one-on-one emotional entanglements. When a friend is upset, Aquarius jumps to solutions, not sympathy, which can seem cold to more emotional signs. They believe that helping means finding answers, not just offering a shoulder to cry on. This practical approach can be a lifesaver in a crisis, but it sometimes leaves others wishing for more warmth. Their fierce independence is legendary. They need space to think and create and resist emotional dependence. Aquarians thrive when they have the freedom to explore their own ideas and follow their unique path, even if it means standing apart from the crowd. Relationships for Aquarius require breathing room. They might disappear for a while, but it's not personal. They simply need time alone to recharge and process their thoughts, and they value partners who understand and respect this need for space. Unconventional and rebellious, Aquarians challenge norms and often react to situations in unexpected ways. They're not afraid to stand out, whether it's through their style, their beliefs, or their willingness to question authority. In a crisis, they're calm and analytical, but in daily life this can make them seem emotionally distant. Their ability to detach from chaos allows them to think clearly and act decisively, but it can also make them seem aloof or unapproachable. They observe human behavior with curiosity, almost like friendly aliens studying Earth. Aquarians are fascinated by what makes people tick, but they often feel like outsiders, watching from the sidelines rather than jumping into the fray. Deep, philosophical conversations are their love language. Sharing raw emotions is much harder. They crave intellectual connection and are drawn to people who can challenge their ideas and expand their minds. Their detachment is a blend of intellect, humanitarian focus, and a need for freedom. It's not that they don't care, they just process the world through logic and vision rather than through feelings. They're not unfeeling, they just express care through ideas and action, not traditional emotional displays. For Aquarius, love is shown by making a difference, by inspiring others, and by working toward a better future. Aquarians love humanity, but individual emotions can be overwhelming. They're more comfortable with big-picture thinking than with the messiness of personal drama, and they often need to retreat when things get too intense. If you want to connect, engage their mind, talk about science, justice, or wild theories, they light up when discussing new ideas, social causes, or anything that pushes the boundaries of what's possible. Their detachment is what lets them innovate and see the world differently. By stepping back from emotional noise, they can envision solutions and futures that others might miss. They're often misunderstood, but their care is broad and future-focused. Aquarians are here to shake things up, to inspire progress, and to remind us that change is possible. So, does Aquarius deserve the title of most detached? The evidence is strong. Their unique blend of intellect, independence, and humanitarianism sets them apart from the rest of the zodiac. But they're not alone. Other signs can also seem distant, though for very different reasons. Each sign has its own way of relating to the world, and detachment can take many forms. Next up, the master planner of the zodiac. Let's talk about Capricorn. Scene transition. Now, let's look at Capricorn, the sea goat, detached but in a totally different way. While some signs float above the world, Capricorn stands firmly on the ground, rooted in reality and responsibility. Their detachment isn't about escaping, it's about staying focused, steady and unshakable even when emotions run high. Capricorns are grounded, ambitious and practical with their eyes on long-term goals. They see life as a mountain to climb, each step carefully planned and executed. Their ambition is quiet but relentless, and they rarely let distractions, especially emotional ones, pull them off course. Their detachment comes from discipline and emotional control. Feelings are managed, not indulged. Capricorns believe that emotions, while important, should never cloud judgment or interfere with progress. They practice self-reflection and self-restraint, always striving to keep their inner world as organized as their outer one. Ruled by Saturn, they're serious and mature, believing success is earned through hard work. They often take on more than their share of responsibility, feeling a deep sense of duty to themselves and those they care about. This seriousness can make them seem older than their years, wise beyond their age. This focus can make them seem distant. They're busy climbing their personal mountain. Their attention is often on the next goal, the next challenge, and they may not always pause to share their feelings along the way. For Capricorn, love is shown through stability and support, not grand gestures. They express affection by being there when it counts, offering practical help, and creating a secure environment for those they love. Their reserved nature is a shield, protecting a sensitive heart from vulnerability. Underneath their composed exterior lies a deep well of feeling, but they reveal it only to those who have truly earned their trust. It takes time to earn their trust and see their softer side. Capricorns open up slowly, testing the waters before letting anyone close. But once you're in, their loyalty is unwavering. They carry heavy responsibilities and keep emotional distance to manage the pressure. The weight of their ambitions and obligations can be immense, and detachment is their way of coping, ensuring they don't get overwhelmed. Unlike Aquarius, who detaches for ideas, Capricorn detaches for duty and achievement. Their sense of purpose is tied to what they can build, accomplish and provide both for themselves and for others. They're masters of delayed gratification, often putting off emotions until the time is right. Capricorns are patient, willing to wait for the right moment to celebrate, relax, or even express how they feel. Socially, they're reserved, preferring deep connections with a few rather than many. They value quality over quantity in relationships, investing their energy where it truly matters. Their detachment is a tool for success and self-preservation. By holding back, they maintain control and protect their energy, ensuring they can keep moving forward no matter what. They're reliable and strong, but emotional expressiveness isn't their style. Instead, they show up, follow through, and keep their promises, letting actions speak louder than words. Their love is built over time, brick by brick. Each act of care, each moment of support adds to the foundation of trust and loyalty they offer. Understanding a Capricorn means appreciating their practical care and subtle cues. They may not say, "I love you" every day, but you'll feel it in the way they look out for you, offer advice, or quietly solve problems before you even notice them. Their emotional efficiency serves a purpose. It helps them achieve and provide. Every boundary they set, every moment of restraint, is in service of a bigger vision for themselves and those they care about. Capricorn's disciplined, reserved nature earns them a spot on our list. Their strength lies in their ability to keep going no matter how tough the climb. Now, let's see how another air sign known for its duality can also come across as detached. Enter Gemini. Our final contender is Gemini, the twins, social butterflies with a hidden streak of detachment. At first glance, Gemini seem to be everywhere at once, flitting from conversation to conversation, always in the thick of the action. But beneath their lively exterior, there's a fascinating complexity that often goes unnoticed. Geminis are charming, witty, and endlessly curious, ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. They have a knack for making people feel seen and heard, and their quick minds can keep up with almost any topic. Their energy is infectious, drawing people in with ease. Their minds move fast, always seeking new information and connections. It's as if they're wired to absorb the world around them, constantly processing, analyzing, and synthesizing ideas at lightning speed. Their detachment comes from mental speed. They focus on ideas and banter, often skimming over emotional depth. For Geminis, the world is a playground of thoughts and possibilities, and they rarely pause long enough to dive deep into the emotional undercurrents. Deep, heavy emotions can feel boring or overwhelming to them. When conversations turn too serious or feelings become intense, Geminis may check out, preferring to keep things light and breezy. Picture a Gemini's mind as a browser with 100 tabs open. They rarely stay on one topic or feeling for long. Their curiosity is insatiable, and they're always ready to jump to the next interesting thing, whether it's a new idea, a new person, or a new experience. This can make them seem fickle or emotionally inconsistent. One moment they're deeply engaged, the next they've moved on, leaving others wondering where they stand. The duality of the twins means they can be adaptable but also hard to pin down emotionally. Their moods and interests can shift in the blink of an eye, making them both exciting and unpredictable companions. They often rationalize feelings instead of experiencing them, turning pain into a story or a joke. For Gemini, humor and storytelling are ways to process life's ups and downs without getting bogged down by them. Their social charm can be a shield, keeping true vulnerability hidden. They're experts at deflecting with wit, using laughter to mask what's really going on inside. They're present, but not always fully emotionally invested. While they may seem engaged, part of their mind is often elsewhere, already chasing the next thought or idea. Compared to Aquarius and Capricorn, Gemini's detachment is about information and stimulation. They crave novelty and variety, and emotional intensity can feel like a distraction from the endless stream of input they seek. Their adaptability can read as emotional distance. They fit in everywhere but may not form deep roots. Geminis are often the life of the party, but when the crowd disperses they may feel strangely alone, untethered by deep emotional bonds. They collect acquaintances, but only a few see their true selves. It takes time and trust for Gemini to let someone past their quicksilver surface and into their inner world. Their detachment is the byproduct of a mind that's too curious to linger in one emotional place. Like a butterfly, they're drawn to what's new and interesting, rarely settling for long. Like a journalist, they observe and report, but try not to get too involved. They're fascinated by people and stories but prefer to keep a safe distance, analyzing rather than immersing. They're brilliant communicators but often share ideas, not deep feelings. Their conversations are lively and engaging but rarely venture into the territory of raw vulnerability. So while Aquarius may be the champion of detachment, Gemini is a strong contender, hiding distance behind wit and charm. Their cleverness and humor are both a gift and a shield, allowing them to navigate the world without getting too entangled. Their detachment is subtle, but it's there, just beneath the surface. If you look closely, you'll notice the moments when their gaze drifts or their laughter rings just a little hollow. Gemini's emotional distance isn't coldness, it's a reflection of their restless, ever-curious minds. They're always searching, always learning, and sometimes that means keeping their hearts just out of reach. Now let's wrap up with some final thoughts. Scene transition. There you have it, the most detached signs of the zodiac: Aquarius, Capricorn, and Gemini. Each sign's detachment comes from a different place, but the effect can feel similar to those around them. Remember, astrology is complex and everyone is a unique mix of energies. Your sun sign is just one part of your story. I'd love to hear from you. Are you an Aquarius, Capricorn, or Gemini? Do you relate, or do you think another sign should be on this list? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more astrological deep dives. Until next time, bye.